I've had love handles since I was 4.
What?
Boom, 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 yeah, get your kit off.
Oh great, we're back on the vaginas.
It's bendy.
I actually took it to go away.
I welcome all penises here. Don't shag cows.
Clitoris.
Please never do that in my house. Hello and welcome to Swipe, Match, Marry, the modern relationship and dating podcast. I'm James.
I'm Marny.
And I'm Steve.
Join us as we explore love, life and dating in London.
Do we have to adapt to find love?
How do you find and define your sexuality?
Has the internet ruined dating?
We're going to be discussing all of this and more as we attempt to unlock the code to modern dating culture.
Please be aware that this podcast contains adult content, sexual themes and strong language, which is the only reason why I'm here. Now let's get into the show.
Hello, welcome to Swipe, Match, Marry. We've got another guest in today, haven't we?
Guests.
Guests.
Plural.
From Hidden Treasures London, or
Hidden Treasures LDN.
LDN. So we have Ed Curry and Andy Coxon. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Was it customary to clap now?
Well, we clapped the last guest. So
We
I
did.
think we should clap.
We're used to
Clap
it.
guest.
Clap guest. So the reason why we brought you on is because we quite often talk about nice places to take dates to, and that's kind of what you guys do. You pick out nice places in our lovely capital and tweet them, Instagram them. You're mainly on Instagram, is that
Mostly
right? On
Instagram.
both? Okay.
We do Twitter as well, and hopefully within the year we may start an app.
Ooh.
Which is in
exciting.
talks. Yeah.
Further.
Take it further, because that's what people want to know. Where's the good spots in London without having to trail through TripAdvisor and Yelp and stuff, which is just everything.
We do a lot of walking around, going for coffees, seeing nice places, and we thought, let's share it. Most people in London don't tend to know the nice places.
Mm-hmm.
If you just say, let's go for dinner, or someone asked you
It's so easy to go to Wagamama's or Zoomies
yeah.
or
Nando's.
other chain
All the
places are
chains.
available,
Yes.
but because they are on every corner and there's a Pret on
Yeah.
every corner, so and you kind of know what you're getting, so sometimes it's easier to do that rather than find the kind of individual places.
And there's
Exactly.
nothing worse than when you want to go for dinner and you end up walking around for like 2 hours looking at menus on the
Yeah.
restaurant wall.
And then you find a nice place and the reservation list is 4 months. You know, right, fine, never mind.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah. So you came up with it from just walking around and
Yeah,
thinking it should be shared.
One Sunday we just sat down and we thought, let's share this.
I guess for the audience who don't know, Andy and I are in a relationship.
Gosh.
So that's kind of what we've been doing for the past year, just walking around London finding various places. We can't date all the time, so eventually we just decided, let's put it on Instagram, because
Share the
that's
world.
what gays do.
Well, it's nice because I'm not the only gay one. Not the only gay in the village.
Yay!
For one episode only.
With your relationship, that is obviously great because you're always going out and doing new things, finding new places. And do you think that's helped your relationship and build a relationship together?
It's nice, we have so
so.
much free time to do that currently between acting jobs. It's nice to have the time to go
A
and
lot of free
explore,
time.
isn't it? We're going to see.
Yeah. I think it's
Find
brought
those
us
places.
together, and it kind of gives us an excuse to get out more as well,
Mm-hmm.
and discover.
So rather than Pokemon Go, you're like doing Cool Places Go. Like you're going out to catch nice places in London.
We do Pokemon Go too.
Oh, good. You're combining the
Oh.
two. Well, I'm the only one out of the three of us that
Yeah.
partakes in the Pokemon Go.
Oh,
I know, I quite enjoy it.
I was
I
in.
love it. I did it on the way here.
Oh, did you? Oh, there's nothing around
Nothing.
here.
Absolutely
no,
nothing.
I was very sad.
I was in Sicily a few days ago, and
Alright.
that is the way I explored
Oh,
the
really?
city
Really?
of
It's a good
Palermo.
idea.
Great.
Really? Wow.
It was
That's
great.
really interesting.
So have you got any of favourites, any places that you think it would be good to take our listeners to? Well, not, I mean, you can take them if you like, but I mean, maybe they can take
yeah,
their
let's be
respective
really
dates.
clear that this isn't some kind of weird competition where you win
Yeah,
a
you don't
date
win a
with
date
Ed
with
and
us.
Andy.
We could do that, though.
We can't ruffle off people's
You can
time.
ask us first.
No, this is true. Yeah. If you want to win a date with Steve, dial 3.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Hey,
No,
We
you're
should
right.
do that.
Win a date with Steve.
Yeah, let's pimp
we'll
you
choose
out.
the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you choose the place. Yeah, good. Right, hit us.
So, one of our favourite places is the Barbican Centre. Now, people may know the Barbican Centre, but a lot of people don't know the Barbican Centre, and especially tourists and stuff that come to London. Now, the Barbican Centre's got some awesome stuff there, like the fountains at
Yeah.
the back, which
Yeah.
is very quiet.
Inside the complex itself, there's a lot more than you you'd actually think.
Is that
it's
just
not-
by the theatre?
the whole
Barbican,
complex
yeah.
where the theatre is? That's kind of underground. But
Mhm.
inside you've got the shops, you've got galleries, you've got
The cinema.
3 restaurants and cocktail bars. There's the
Cinema
cinema.
is one of probably the best cinema in
Amazing
London,
cinema.
I think.
And
And it's
that,
one of-
really?
that gorgeous
yeah.
rooftop jungle.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Exactly. The
Oh, I have a
botanical
story about the
garden.
rooftop jungle.
Yeah, I've got a bloody story about everything, James.
What's happening in the rooftop garden?
So, a friend of mine worked on a show that was at the Barbican, and it starred a very famous actor. And I went along to the live broadcast of said show, and she was quite close with this very famous actor, and we had a lovely time running around on the roof. And he even had a sneaky cigarette, which I thought was absolutely scandalous. But he was very lovely. But it's a brilliant jungle. But I had no idea that there was other things, because to me it just looks a bit sort of industrial and.
Well, the jungle
concrete.
Yeah.
that you talk about, the conservatory, is the second largest in the UK after Kew.
Oh, really?
With the biggest amount of tropical plants.
Wow.
And it's only
No
open
idea.
a few days a year. We managed to catch it this year, and it is stunning inside. It looks like Jumanji, the set of Jumanji.
Wow.
And you can have afternoon tea in there. You can book that in. It's just a really
And get
nice
chased around by
place.
Robin Williams.
Yes.
hopefully.
And a man with a gun.
I love it because that is genuinely what your Twitter is, a hidden treasure. Because
Yeah.
I've walked around the Barbican and it's not the prettiest. It's
No.
concrete.
Yeah.
It generally is just geometric concrete shapes. But it's only until you go inside that and witness that. I mean, I've worked there a couple of times and I've found the fountains and the ponds in the middle. And had a sandwich there every now and again. But
Glam.
I've never gone fully deep into the jungle.
Also within that, next to the fountains, you've got the Barbican kitchen, which is outside, but not many people know above that the actual kitchen is a balcony restaurant terrace. It's got the beautiful view, perfect sun trap, and it's never busy. Food's great, nice and cheap. And it's
Summer, you got all the flowers. It looks
Perfect.
like the hanging gardens of
Babylon.
Babylon.
And
The Hanging Gardens of
Barbican.
Yeah, that one.
hanging
Just making up rubbish.
That's it.
Great.
Lovely.
But it's nice, and that was actually somewhere we went before we even started the account,
Yeah.
wasn't
Okay.
it? Because that's what we do. We go out and live like that.
Just
It's nice to bring it all together.
Do you find that? Well, I have some friends in London that sort of will sometimes say they're bored, and I'm like, are you kidding? Like,
Wow.
do you
Right,
know, like,
that's
where,
it.
where do you know where you live, right? Like, this is one of the best cities in the world, and it's incredible. And I've been here 12 years, and I don't think I've seen a quarter of it.
Oh, God,
so
really
much.
true.
That's the thing that you get here. You live here, and you become immune to what's around. You just take it for granted until you sit there and go, I'm bored. What do I do?
Yeah, and you stick to your zone, don't you? Right, I
Yeah.
go to that tube station, I walk around this area, my
Yeah.
Pret's there, my Costa's there, my Nando's there. Done.
Your Costa,
You're a
your favourite
man-
Costa.
You're a simple man, too.
Exactly. That's all I need. Maybe a cheeky Wagamama's for a pad thai, but
Treat yourself.
yeah.
Well, that's what we also try and do, is trying to put independent places to
Yeah.
support
Yeah.
local.
That's
Hashtag
good.
support local.
Yeah.
So what's next? What's number 2?
Number 2, right, Regent's Canal is one of the most beautiful places that I only recently discovered since being with Ed. Going, get onto the canal in Angel, walk all the way along there into Camden. Is that right? Hoxton that way. It's absolutely stunning.
Should we go
particularly-
east?
Yeah.
Yes, particularly on a day like this where it's absolutely glorious weather. The people are friendly. There's dogs walking everywhere. There's crazy boats. There's boats that are libraries and really random.
amazing.
wow.
Really
I've actually
nice.
never walked along the canal in London. I've lived here 10 years.
I've done it Camden
That's
to
it.
King's Cross
Madness.
before. That was fun. And we've had a couple of friends that live on canal boats, which is a really strange lifestyle, but beautiful.
That's
Stunning.
probably the better known route, I suppose, Camden to King's Cross.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
then
I
it
had no
goes
idea that you could
underground
walk
from there.
the other way.
That's where the library is.
Oh,
That's on our
really?
account. You'll see it's like an entire barge that kind of folds open into a library.
Wow.
That's cool.
Oh.
I
Was
love
that on George Clark's Amazing Spaces?
No idea.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, I think maybe it was.
An episode we haven't seen.
No, there was. I mean, I love like DIY, like manipulate things, and he went to a canal boat that was a library and a little cafe.
Maybe that was
There
it.
you
Oh
go.
no, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't that
But it
one.
wasn't that
I had
one.
many more books.
In
than
fairness, I was a bit disappointed with it because she had to close the door and lift the steps up, so no one could. If someone needed the toilet,
Yeah.
they had to close the shop and lift the steps up because you couldn't get in.
Oh,
so
gosh.
if someone needed a wee, it was almost a fire hazard. So I was like, you need to rework that, love. It's not good enough.
She hadn't thought.
I would have thought having a wee in a fire would be quite useful.
Interesting.
This
Yeah,
is for another day on Swipe
Yeah.
Match Marry.
And I remember there's a couple of pubs out there that my friends have been to where you can get on a little rowing boat on the canal and have a pint.
That's
And you
cool.
sit in
I
rowing
like
boats
that.
and
Very
smell.
nice.
I feel like
Like,
that's a
there'd be a
recipe for
garden.
disaster.
No, we should look that one up.
Yeah,
There'd
that
be a
sounds
garden like bridges into the canal, and they have like little rowing boats, and you can go. I think it's
It's definitely a different kind of water sport.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So there's another absolutely brilliant Channel 4 TV programme, which is, I think it's called Great Canal Journeys, and it's Prunella Scales and her husband, the actor Tim West.
Yes, that's it.
I
Tim
think.
West.
And they just love canal boating. They've done it for years and years and years. They've done it in France, they've done it in England, and it's just a little 4-part series of them, two crazy old people, essentially, just bumbling around on their canal boats.
Loving life.
Oh my god, it's brilliant. I would suggest anyone look. It made me want to go on a canal
I
holiday.
feel like I put a series link on my TiVo and I feel like it's somewhere
Watch
there.
it. It's so funny.
It's exactly my type of thing.
I mean, it's
Such a
literally got
mug.
nothing to do with dating, but a very tenuous link to canal.
Links nicely
there
into
you go.
Regent's Canal.
Yeah.
Very nice. Go and have a look at the life of a canal person.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And check out a book if you want. But don't wee at the same time. What's your third place?
Our third place probably is Brixton Village, which a lot of people do know about.
I didn't.
But for dating, I mean, it's awesome. Yeah, Andy had never been before. Because there's loads of cute cafes and restaurants.
Loads.
And they've recently
Shops.
just opened up the, what's it called?
Pop Box.
Oh.
Just made a village made of
Shipping
containers.
containers.
Oh, they have that in
amazing.
Shoreditch High Street.
There's a
don't
few
they?
now.
And there's
There's
one in
Elephant and
Elephant
Castle. There's a few now. And there's an indoor cinema, a nightclub, restaurants, boutique shops.
Oh, lovely.
Very good ramen.
Really good ramen. Really good. Great food.
Have they just set up a temporary beach in Brixton as well, I think?
Haven't seen
I
that.
feel
We
like
went a few months ago now, so
Yeah.
it might not have been
I
there
think
then.
someone sent me a link about that not long ago,
Ooh.
just for like a birthday suggestion. And I think they've got a temporary beach down there with street food and stuff,
Great.
which is cool.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be going again.
Yeah.
It's,
My
loads
favourite's
to do.
Rosie's Cafe.
Yeah.
If you've been there.
Ooh.
They do a very good coffee and a very nice lemon drizzle.
It's a good job we told everyone you were gay before. Lemon drizzle.
So, have you got any pointers for anybody who's trying to be a little bit different, wanting to take someone on a date that is not too out there, but is just trying to, just a nice little place to go? Or any tips for them?
Tips: follow our account.
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier as to how daters would use our account. And obviously you've got first dates, second dates, third dates. You do more as the more dates you do. So on our account, there's nice places to go for first dates, such as nice little coffee shops. If you just want to go for an hour's chat.
Like Moorish Cafe in Bloomsbury.
Really good spot.
Or Lavish Habit in Balham.
Nice name.
Great.
But when you said lavish habit, I immediately thought of Sister Act.
Habit.
Yes, quite. No habits in there, or
No.
nuns.
Very
Shame.
colourful though. And then as you get onto your second dates, you might want to spend an afternoon together. So you could use our account to maybe map out a day.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places are within the same area. We kind of do boroughs and.
There's a
That's
lot-
lovely. We've
girls
said
together.
about the best kind of dates being those rolling dates where you like
Yeah,
meet
where you
somewhere
just
but then
stumble.
you keep going to other places because
So you
Exmouth
can kind of
Market
plan
for
ahead.
that is brilliant
Exmouth Market.
because you can have brunch there.
I just
so
went to
good.
Exmouth Market like 4 weeks ago. I'd never, because I don't know North London all that
don't
well,
know
actually.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people don't know it. And I went to the Coin Laundry.
Yeah,
it was
that's
like-
on our
one of-
account.
it's
So
on
that's,
our
where,
list.
that's actually where we
Really good.
began this app.
Oh,
account.
that's
Ah.
interesting.
In the Coin Laundry. Sat there going, right, let us begin.
So, the
Yeah.
coin laundry.
Coin
Yeah.
Laundry.
It's a new pub that's open on the corner just behind Erdang.
Yeah.
If anyone knows it.
Erdang dance. hall.
Clerkenwell. Amazing street, just full of
Oh, I've been there.
yeah, string
I didn't know
lighting
that.
and nice
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah.
Evening, it's
Lovely.
bustling away.
Can't
on
missing out. We
daytime.
might have to go on a field
Yeah.
trip.
And the
Do
Coin
it.
Laundry specialises in kind of kitsch 70s food. So I
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
like really cool mac and cheese. It's
Yeah.
really
Oh,
good.
like
Prawn
chicken Kiev.
cocktails.
Yeah, I do. I
chicken
had chicken
Kiev.
Yeah.
Kiev and a side of mac and cheese.
Lots of board
It's beige,
games as
beige,
well.
beige,
Board
but
games
lovely.
downstairs, all of that.
Great.
It's great and really nice decor. We're a sucker for a place that's well
We love a filament
Decorated.
bulb.
Of course you do, dear.
Filament bulb and a shabby chic table.
So remind us of your Twitter handle.
So Twitter is @LDNHidden, and Instagram, which is our main account, is @HiddenTreasuresLDN. Unfortunately, we couldn't have the same thing
Oh,
because
that's
it's
Too long.
Keeps the challenge up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But
annoying.
yeah, look out for the app next year, 2017.
Very
Boom,
exciting.
boom.
That's
Do
exciting.
you think we should have an app?
Oh God, don't even go.
We haven't even got a website
Yet.
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 We'll sort
Nor
that
do
out.
we.
Well, thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
We hope you're enjoying the chat so far. If you want to get in touch with us or share your dating stories, you can follow us on Twitter @SwipeMatchMarry. Now let's get back to the podcast.
Well, that was nice. Another guest.
It was lovely.
Hidden Treasures.
I quite like having guests on.
I do as well.
I think we should do it more.
Well, we can. Let us know if you want to come on. It's free for all.
Let's have another
Come on.
competition.
No, but seriously though, it's really nice to have people that know the city better than I do, and there's some places there that they picked up on that I had no idea existed. So good. Even if you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, single, want a nice place to hang out.
Yeah, I agree.
Perfect. So I want to move on to something, and I'm going to take charge. I was just, when you're in bed and you're on Facebook, like wasting your life. Oh wait, you don't
That's
know
why
because you're
I'm
not on
not on
Facebook. But you come across these like BuzzFeed quizzes, and I was just looking at that,
love
and
them.
one was, how normal is your relationship?
Oh, dear.
And I felt slightly cheated by this, being a single guy. I was like,
Yeah.
well, I can't really do this unless I imagine I've met someone famous and try and work it out myself.
Someone famous. Why famous?
Well, because then I feel like I know them.
Oh,
So you're
fine.
going to do
you
a
know.
BuzzFeed quiz with
Yeah.
an imaginary celebrity girlfriend?
No, I'm not. I then got the idea of, well, how can I bring this into it? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to question you, James,
Oh,
on your relationship, and we're going to see how normal it is.
okay.
What is normal?
This is the thing. Like, I want to see what happens if I type in.
Alright.
Now, bear with us. There are 22 questions, which is fast.
We could
which
do
is
it
quite
quick.
but we're going to do it quick. It's all multiple choice. Just give me the
Right.
first. And I think for the best result, I feel that you need to give me your honest, first idea that comes
Rapid
into your head.
response.
Let's do it.
Okay.
And just to clarify for our listeners, this is like an interactive quiz that Steve's got on the iPad, so he inputs the info, and then we're
So
going to get
I
some
don't.
kind
Yeah.
of...
Well, I'm a bit worried because currently I can see a repeating GIF of Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about.
Well, this is top of
Great.
it.
Let's go for
That
it.
was shit. Cut that bit. So here we go. 1. How did you meet? Online, at work,
Online.
through friends. There we go. Perfect. I feel like there needs to be a theme tune. Oh, okay. How would you define your relationship? Dating, married, having fun, complicated, committed and monogamous, open, or I seriously don't
If
even
you mean
know?
committed and monogamous, then that one.
That one. Cool.
Well, I hope so.
There we go. Boom, boom, boom. How long have you been together? More than 10 years, 5 to 10 years, 2 to 4 years, 1 to 2 years, or less than a year?
2 to 4.
2 to 4. Boom, we'll see we're getting through these. Are you Facebook official?
Oh.
I think we are. Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Okay, there we go. How often do you see each other? Every damn day?
Every damn day.
There we
Currently.
go. Yeah. Do you use pet names all the time, sometimes only in private, or nope?
Well, like Babe.
That's
He's-
not a
he's
pet
from
That's not
name,
Yorkshire.
is
pet
it?
No, then.
No.
My little coogie bumpkins.
Oh.
I think you should
What?
start in bringing that in.
Well, okay.
Are you into PDA? Well, I don't know what PDA is.
PDA is a public display
Display
of
of affection.
There you go.
We're basically all over each other all the time. Holding hands and the occasional kiss in public is
That
fine.
one.
Oh, no thanks. There we go.
Middle one.
I pressed
Do
it.
not neck off with your other person in the street. What are you doing?
How often do you fight? Every day, a few times a month, every couple of months, maybe once a year, or pretty much never, or whenever Steve's over?
I don't know. I mean, we always we have little bickers. Nothing's very serious though. That's every couple of months maybe, but not really.
Have you ever had an argument where you don't talk?
I imagine that you're...
We. I mean, sure, sometimes, but it always comes back together very quickly. We're very good at admitting fault and moving on and talking about it. Very, very, very open and it might take a little while, but we do always talk about something and never go to sleep on an argument.
Yeah.
And which I know is really cliche, but it's so true.
So very healthy.
Yeah, I hope
Good.
so.
How often do you have sex? Every day, every couple of times a week, once a week, few friends. Do you just want to just type this in so you don't want to say it on there?
Don't say it on air.
Don't say it on air. Just press it. Press it.
Never.
Go on, press it. There we go. Have you done that? Good. I didn't even see that.
You did.
You horny bastard. Are you happy with your sex life? Okay, do you want to press that?
This is really rude.
Did you not check these questions?
No, I
first?
didn't. It's an integral part of the relationship, though, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's
I feel like we're going into another section.
Oh my
There
god,
we
that's
go.
when you know your relationship.
Have you and your partner been tested?
Yes.
Yes, both of us.
I mean, that's a bit generic.
No, it is.
Are your phones a big part of your relationship?
Our phones.
Well, you've
yes,
got
they're
Apple
like the main
iPhone.
part
You've
of our
got
phone.
You've got Apple
Yes,
phone watches.
they are. We do text and call and all that
We
stuff.
talk online or text all day, every day.
Well, not all day, but...
Oh, I've just pressed that, so you're doing that. Do you sext? No, because you're in the same room.
Well, you just answered that for
Hang
us.
on a minute. You didn't even give James an opportunity to answer that.
You can't sext each other whilst you're watching Hollyoaks,
Well,
can you?
no one will ever know now.
You could do it
Carry
in a
on.
second.
Okay. Do you read partners' emails, texts, or posts?
No.
No. No. Are you long distance? No.
No. I mean, do you just want to carry on by yourself, or...?
What's your favourite way to spend an evening together? Netflix and pizza, a romantic dinner date, in bed sleeping, in bed definitely not sleeping, at a party with our friends?
All of them.
I can only pick one.
I mean, it's nice because I like all of them with him.
But what do you mainly do?
What do we mainly do?
Yeah.
Netflix and pizza.
Okay. Have you met your partner's family?
Yes.
Yes, I'm practically
And very
part of
lovely
it.
they are too.
Do you spend holidays together?
Yes.
Every year, some but not all. No.
Every year.
That's really cool. They've got like in his and hers like Christmas jumper where it makes a full stag.
The picture for the question.
That yeah.
That
Do you and
visual
your-
reference for the podcast. Excellent, Steve.
Do you and your see? This is why I never leave the podcast, isn't it? I just fuck it up. Do you and your partner share religious views? Yes, no, we don't discuss it.
Yes.
Are you guys religious?
No, but we have the same religious
Okay.
views in that.
We don't believe in it.
We don't have any.
Yeah.
Do you and your partner share political views?
Uh,
Yes, no, on some things but not all. We
On
don't
some things,
discuss
but not all, I'd say. Which is good. I think that's healthy. I'd actually really like to say on that point that I really enjoy the moments that we disagree because it's nice to talk about things and get different
Exactly.
viewpoints. Because I think if we were always the same, it would be quite boring. But I actually really like the discussions.
It's that
we have.
yin yang thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you have kids together? Well, you don't, but
No, but I'm so broody at the moment.
no,
I cannot
but
tell you.
we want them someday.
We've just had a new nephew, and we've got loads of friends just about to have babies or just had babies, and I want babies.
Right, last question.
Oh, that was
We
quick.
smashed it. See, I'm good. I think we do need a theme tune for this. As we
Fine.
put it over. Do you think your partner is the one? Absolutely yes, maybe. Prefer not. I don't believe in that. Well, knowing that there's a ring on your finger and a ring on his finger.
I mean, absolutely yes. Of course, is the answer. I don't necessarily believe in the one,
we've
but
spoken
there
about
is
that, haven't we?
literally nobody else that I would rather be with.
There we go. Absolutely yes. Here we go. Results are
Oh
coming
my God,
in.
what are the results? I can't even bear it. I mean, based on those answers, it's the best relationship ever, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So looking through it,
Oh, so you get an answer per question.
you get an answer per question.
God,
Well,
that's
this
boring.
has turned out wrong for the books. I wanted.
No,
it
that's
to
fine.
Be...
I mean, like most of my answers look.
Oh, so is it normal? Okay, well
Yeah.
let's go through it very quickly. So you met. How did you meet?
Online, so that's medium.
So actually,
normal.
medium. How would you define your relationship? Committed and monogamous. Top there, very normal. Have you been together long? No, 2 to 4 years.
That's all right.
So, but then that's people who do BuzzFeeds
This is true.
are probably in fresh relationships, aren't they?
Yeah, but no, the highest statistic there is 36% for people. Oh, less than a year. Sorry, misread it.
Your Facebook official. That's very even. That's like Brexit. 51% and 49.
Don't talk about Brexit. I'll get livid.
How often do you see each other? Are you normal there? Do you use pet names? Nope.
Like pet names. What have you been called in previous relationships? Do I want to know?
I haven't. I've been up. I've had like babe and
Yeah, babe. I mean, that's standard. Have you called anyone a pet name?
that I've had the man.
The man.
The man I've been called.
Right.
Oh no, the boy.
The boy.
Oh, I hate
I'm at
the
home.
boy.
That's
I hate it.
patronising.
Home with the
Oh my
boy.
gosh, when people speak about their boyfriend as the boy,
Marny, you just recoiled then. What's your pet name been?
I can't go down that road.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'm looking through
Cut out
these,
bit.
and you are very, very normal. So I'd like to congratulate you. And your part
Thanks.
of Simon,
I'm a generic.
and you are a
human.
generic normal person.
Well, thanks
But
for the quiz.
going on from that, like,
Yeah.
is there a normal?
No, what's
course it's
normal?
not.
Who wants to be normal?
Exactly.
Fuck off, normal.
Like, surely being.
Oh wow.
Surely the only thing that should matter is if you two love each other and get on and want to spend the rest of your lives together.
Yeah,
Then-
I think what I said about our discussions, like our political discussions, the fact that we're not the same means that we still find each other interesting because we have different viewpoints. And I think that if you are the same person, then what have you got to learn? I think
Yeah.
your partner should challenge you and you should challenge them, and I think that that's something that Simon and I do very well. Unfortunately, I'm a nightmare, so to try and change me is quite difficult, but I certainly enjoy a lot of our differences and finding our middle ground, and it's the same way we approach disagreements, I think, is to sort of find some middle ground somewhere, and there is always...
And I always say a relationship is something that you will always, every single day, learn something new about each other and learn from the other person as well. And that's what keeps it alive. And sometimes I think once you've finished learning off somebody, then it can
Is that the end?
it becomes quite stagnant, and it
gosh.
becomes the end of a journey, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe,
is
or
that-
maybe
is
it
that
just...
adding a depressive, like...
Or maybe you just
turn
sort
to
of done
everything.
learning and just want to relax a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who knows? Who will ever know? Hello, just a little thing from me, just to say thank you very much for listening to the podcast so far. And also, if you wouldn't mind, rating, reviewing and subscribing to us on iTunes. It really helps us reach new audiences. We think we're doing something really new here and we want to spread the message and get more people involved. If you know any serial daters out there or any person in a new modern relationship in London that might find things difficult, then please send them our way. Any friends or colleagues you have, please pass the message on. After this little bit of episode 9, we only have one more episode left of the whole series. We will be back and we'll have news of that coming very shortly. Let's get back to it.
So that was quite interesting. And James, is it strangely reassuring to think that you've got a normal relationship? I mean, according to BuzzFeed.
According to BuzzFeed, I'm normal. I mean, I guess so. I never really thought otherwise. I think every relationship's just totally different. And
Well, I have to admit that as a single person, I can be super judgy about other people's relationships.
right.
And I there's some mostly judgy in the respect that I'm like, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship like that, or that person seems really unhappy, and I'm quite snobby even when I'm on the tube and I observe other couples and I'm like, you're shit, but like not everyone.
No.
But I definitely, like, obviously I'm friends with both you and Simon, and you have got a great relationship. I'm envious of it because
that's nice.
it's lovely, your relationship.
There's
Such a-
definitely a thing about being a gay couple where there's a massive strength in it because you have so many similarities and you've been through the same life events together. And yeah, I think you've got a lot more in common in some ways. And
Yeah.
I think that, the thing about liking playing a PlayStation...
What?
No, so hear me out. So I enjoy occasionally computer games.
Yeah.
But and I'm not saying women don't like computer games, but it's great that we can sort of do the laddish elements of our personality together, go for a pint, and as a couple.
Yeah.
Wear the same
That's
clothes.
really brilliant. Wear the same clothes. And he's a bit more muscly than me, so he's not allowed to wear mine.
Okay. Stretched him.
Yeah, he stretches them. It's outrageous.
Oh, wow. Poor Simon. So thanks once again for listening to Swipe Match Marry. Remember, you can find us on Twitter at Swipe Match Marry. And please do check out our mate's Instagram feed. It's Hidden Treasures LDN. And they are LDN Hidden on Twitter.
Lovely stuff. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Swipe, Match, Marry. We'll be back next week for more relationship hijinks.
Until then, please remember to subscribe using the podcast app so you don't miss out on any future episodes.
If you're braving the world of dating, or even if your dating days are behind you, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter. Give us a shout at Swipe Match Marry.
And as always, we hope that next swipe leads to a match and maybe even a lifetime of happiness.